Hello children, welcome back to Teach Aura. So in our previous session, we have discussed chapter number 4, the climate of India, okay, class 10th. So we have learnt about what is weather, elements of weather, climate, seasons, introducing climographs. We have discussed what are the uses of climographs, who uses climographs, what are the components of a climograph, okay, the average monthly maximum temperature, average monthly and minimum temperature, average monthly rainfall. So these are all the points we have discussed. We have discussed few sample climographs, and I think also have given you to practice in your home, and why climographs matter, who uses climographs, how it useful for the farmers, the city planners, the environmentalists in decision making and all. So now continuing with the chapter, factors influencing climate and weather. So first one, latitude. Okay, so this is the first and the important factor, latitude. Second one, land water relationship, and third one, relief, and finally the upper air circulation. Okay, so have you ever wondered why some places are not same, they have the same temperatures, why they have hot, some are cold, and some receive heavy rainfall? The climate and weather of a place are influenced by four major factors. Okay, so as we have discussed just now, latitude, land water relationship, relief, and upper air circulation. So let's understand each one. Okay, so first one, latitude and climate. Okay, this is the first one, latitude and climate. So latitude plays a major role, okay, in determining climate. Places located near the equator receive direct sunlight. Okay, so if you see here, equator, okay, this is equator. So here the sunlight receives directly, okay, and as we move towards the poles, now these are the poles, okay, this is North Pole and this is the South Pole. So as we move away from the equator, okay, the temperature reduces. Okay, so the temperature decreases because sunlight reaches the earth at a slanting angle, so the angle will be slanted. Okay, now coming on to the next slide, what is latitude? So you might have studied in your previous classes also, my dear students. Latitude is the distance of a place from the equator. Okay, so you all know this is the equator. Okay, this is the equator. Okay, latitude is the distance of a place from the equator measured in degrees. Okay, so it is measured in degrees. So the equator is at 0 degrees. Latitude determines how much solar energy a place receives. Okay, so latitude determines how much solar energy a place is receiving. Okay, coming on to the next slide, how latitude affects temperature. The equator receives the most direct sunlight. Okay, so you all know, my dear students, okay, equator receives direct. Now suppose if this is the sun, so whatever the sun light, sun rays are coming, the equator is the most direct, it receives the most direct sunlight, making it hotter throughout the year. In contrast, the polar regions receive sunlight at a lower angle. Okay, so in the poles, in the North Pole and the South Pole, the it receives very less sun rays, less sunlight, and because of this phenomena, the energy over a large area and making much cooler. Okay, so here the spreading of the energy, from the sunlight, from the sun, is spread all over, and making much colder. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Earth's three main climate zones. Okay, so we have three major climate zones. First one, the tropical zone. Second one, the temperate zone. And third one, the polar zone. Okay, so how, if you see, okay, this is the equator. So this part, okay, this area, it is called as tropical zone. Okay, and the temperate zone, okay, this area is called as the temperate zone, and the area near the poles, the north pole and the south pole, it is called as the polar zone. Okay, so how can we differentiate the heating of the earth? Because the earth is curved, sunlight does not fall equally everywhere. Areas near the equator receive concentrated sunlight, while areas near the poles receive scattered sunlight. So very clearly we can see here, okay, the sun. This is the sun, and whatever the sun rays, they are, released by the sun. So here it is scattered. Okay, by the time it reaches the poles, the sun rays, they are scattered, and this unequal heating creates different climate conditions around the world. That's why the North Pole, those regions, they experience cool temperatures, okay, freezing temperatures, and whereas the areas which are near to the equator, they experience tropical temperatures. Okay,